my name is Beck, and you're the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop, and more rumors, but these are nonsense. These ones really nonsense. As I was reading this, I realized what this is, and what this is some fan fiction, fan theory of what he thinks should happen, or she thinks should happen, they think should happen. And I think they're trying to legitimize it by making it into a rumor by like saying it's something that it isn't. That's what I think is going on. I think there's probably some germs of common sense here that might indeed happen. But I think that's going to be through luck rather than judgment. So anyway, we're going to read through it together. We're going to have a bit of a chuckle. Because you know what? That's basically what we do here. We're going to have a bit of a chuckle. But before we get into it, can you hit the like button? Once again, my subscribers are standing this close to 2,900. I don't know why I'm upset. I think it's because if I get to 2,900, it like changes the algorithm, right? I think it changes the algorithm and it makes it do something else. I don't know what. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, all those things are great. Comment is really, really helpful. Thank you very much. And also, I would kind of like to know what you have to say. If you want to be really fan-dabby double dozy, go check out my Indiegogo. Go check out my Indiegogo. Right over here. There you go. The link is in the video notes. And I think I'm adding in a new tier. So basically, this Indiegogo is for 2 frickin' awesome graphic novels. Go check out the campaign to find out more. But if you buy both of them, you get a bunch of other stuff. So here, I think I'm adding in today. Today it's going to happen. I'm adding in a package where you can buy the other stuff without the comics. I was kind of like reticent to do that because I want you to read the comics. Really, I want you to read the comics, but I do understand money's an issue, and people just can't afford to put down $40. By the way, there's 2 left, I think, at the sale price of $40, and it goes up to 45. But yeah, people can't afford to put that down. So therefore, I'm going to be releasing everything but the comics. Well, most of things, but I'm going to call it everything but the comics. It's not really everything. It is the art cards. What art cards do you get with them? You get this series for the male gaze. Now, right now we have 6. There's 4 right there. There's 6. Probably by the end of the campaign, there's going to be more. I would like there to be 10. Who knows? It all depends how well it goes, right? Really, it's all up there, but it's minimally 6. So you got for the male gaze, keeping the British end up. A fantastic card there. Party like it's 1999. We have Don't Even Think It's Citizen. Believe me, Judge Anson, I am indeed thinking it. My favourite one. Of course, my favourite one. No hanky-panky in the TARDIS. We have... I'm sensing strong emotions, Captain. And the latest, fantastic, wonderful one is called The Falsest Female. I think next time we'll do is Wilma Deering. But you know what? If you're a backer, and you want to put forward an idea for the male gaze, you just let me know. I got to do a couple of men one as well. Really, but you just put forward what you would like. So anyway, you can get all the male gaze cards. Plus. But wait, there's more. Plus, I'm going to throw in this poster as well, called A Bohemian in Time and Space. And you know what? I think if the campaign reaches, let's say, $8,000. If it reaches $8,000, you're going to get this poster as well. Because right now it's just an add-on, but I think you can get all this stuff. You can get the poster, A2 poster, and all the art cards. I think we're gonna do that for $10. $10, you get all of them. Local shipping in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, UK, US. Everybody else, sorry. It's the best I can do. Just go and check that out right now. But before we go any further, let's go and check out the latest of these rumors, these crazy rumors. Now, once again, I this is what I think is going on here. It's the poster, who I have no idea who it is. This is his fan fiction about what he thinks should be, and I think he wants to legitimize it, and then if it does happen, he'll go, but I don't believe a word of it, right? I don't believe what words don't I believe? Well, let's read the words. Chibnall's leaked 2021 to 2023 plan. So firstly, I don't think there is a 2021 to 2023 plan. I think so. Doctor Who moving forward, as I said, this is a rumor. Actually, I do believe a little bit more because I've heard a lot of swirling things going around. So I've heard that Pete Matigue is ready to jump in on season 14 and be the showrunner. I think I'm kind of on board for that. Listen, I go into new things with open minds. Even though he's very on board for the current era, I go into these things with with an open mind. So that's behind door number one. Between door number two, there's another rumor that another production company, possibly Bad Wolf, possibly some Moffat, Russell D. Davis conglomerate, are doing a proposal for a reboot, a complete reboot, or like a restart of Doctor Who, starting it afresh. I think. Now, with that rumor, it comes with a disclaimer that says this is something the BBC has asked for. They haven't committed to it. They've just commissioned it. They commissioned it to see where they go. That's been door number two. I would have thought door number three would be Chibnall continuing, and door number four, to me, always seems the most likely one is there is no more Doctor Who. Doctor Who is going to be rested for the foreseeable future. That's what I see as the four options. I'm between Pete Matigue and being rested as what I think is most likely. But again, I don't know. So yeah, I just think they're the options on the table for moving forward. So I don't think there is a 21 to 23 plan. I think Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who is set to wrap up with season 13. But yeah, again, listen, you got to understand, I was utterly convinced there would be no Star Trek Discovery season 2. Like, utterly convinced. Like, how could that happen? And then I was utterly convinced, even more, there wouldn't be a season 3, right? I was utterly convinced. How? It defies all logic. So I've been wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of stuff. I've also quite falsely predicted the end of Western civilization within the next roughly 30 days. It's kicking off within the next 30 days. Hopefully that one, I really hope I'm wrong with. Okay, I genuinely hope I'm wrong about. I guess we're going to find out. I guess we're going to find out in the next month. So anyway, so this is his plan for, this is what they're saying the plan is for 2021-23. And they all start the same way. They all start the same stupid way. He goes, hi. I've been seeing a lot of rumors about the future Doctor Who under Chibnall, and I just wanted to clear them up because because a lot of them don't line up with what I've been hearing. He hasn't heard anything. This is what he's been dreaming. This is what I'm dreaming from a friend. It's always a friend who is reasonably high up in the production at BBC. Yeah, right. Okay. I can't name this person for the obvious reasons, so I don't expect people to trust his simplicity. Firstly, if you are reasonably high up in the production, I think anywhere in the production at all, there's something called an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, right? And you got to sign it, and then if you disclose anything, even in passing, you go, you know what they're going to do with Doctor Who? Let me tell you, Chibnall's leap plan for 2021 to 2023. If you do that, then you are liable to some, I think comes some serious legal repercussions. So no, I don't believe this at all. Although it's not beyond the possibility that Chibnall will see this and go, well, that's a good idea, and take some of these ideas. This guy might have guessed correctly. For the reason I don't expect people to trust his simplicity. I don't trust it at all. But I just thought I would share what I've heard. Yeah, right. In your head. You heard it in your head. Be careful. Potential massive spoilers ahead. No, these aren't potential massive spoilers. These are massive spoilers if you're telling the truth. Which you're not. So, Series 13 airs October 2021. Fair bet. They say it's going to air this year. Will there be a New Year's special or a Christmas special? It seems to indicate no. But I don't see the logic of that, really. Listen, it was the lowest rated holiday special they've done. It was one of the highest rated BBC shows. So I don't see them running to get rid of this. So if it is 8 episodes, it makes sense that it would one of those would be was a holiday special. But again, nobody knows. None of us know, right? None of us know. Just especially this guy. So 8 episodes, 6 50-minute episodes, and 270. Again, I think reasonable guesswork. That's a reasonable guess. Jodie is obviously on board along with Mandip and John Bishop. Well, yeah, that's not really a spoiler. We know that, right? Mandip will leave at the end of season 2, join the reformed and rebranded unit. So again, listen, I'm going to tell you a Jewish word. It's called Baba Misa, which means a story of that's not very accurate. However, Baba is a Jewish word for grandmother. So it's a grandmother story. Baba Misa means story, right? However, this fits exactly into what I think Chris Chibnall would do to move Yaz off. Now, clearly, if you've seen Revolution of the Daleks, Yaz has the hots for the Doctor, right? And if you saw that Women's Day picture they put out, Yaz clearly has the hots for the Doctor, and the Doctor is really kind of into Yaz. So I think that's something that's going to play a factor. But you know, they keep making Yaz the most stunning and brave, bestest person ever, who's fantastic at everything, and yet everything we see of her on screen she's useless. She's absolutely useless, and there's no reason that anybody would say she's so great other than I don't know, because they're hallucinating. So the only way up for her is to reform unit, right? To reform unit, and also I could totally imagine Chris Chibnall going, well, that was the plan all along when I made the joking resolution. I could totally, he says it was the plan all along to bring in lots of monsters for second season. Yeah, right. No, it wasn't. I don't believe you for a second. You smelled the air. You adapted on the fly. You packed it full of monsters, and then it's all the plan. So this makes a lot of sense. I mean, even though this whole thing is Baba Misa, I think that makes sense that Yaz would join a reformed and rebranded unit. It does completely makes sense, and it makes for a great thumbnail. Which I really couldn't resist. So yeah, that's essentially why we're making this video. Chibnall wants Dan to continue past season 13, but obviously John's proposed tour might throw a spanner into that plan. No. John Bishop was very clear. I didn't really want this job. Then the pandemic happened. I couldn't get any work doing clubs. So now I took this cushy 6-month gig, and I'm in and I'm out. That's his plan. That was very, very clear. Very clear. He didn't really because at all. Because it's 3 two-parters and 2 standalone episodes. So the other rumor is it's going to be all two-parters. I don't know. I think people are just making this up. I think there'll be some two-parters. Is it a good idea to do 2-parters? Probably. I just don't think Chibnall can do anything, well. So only 2-parter will be Sontaran Space. Will focus on the rumor Sontaran warfare story, with Sontaran studying human conflicts and strategies. So this does tie in to the other rumor that there's going to be a story focusing on the Crimea War, I think featuring the Sontarans, basically so they can bring in, Mary Seiko, who is a real historical figure. Big Finish did a play about her. Although, somebody in the comments yesterday when I had a video about that said, why are people pretending that Mary Seiko was anything other than somebody who owned a hotel, a black woman who owned a hotel? I don't know anything about the history of her, right? And she was apparently like the Black Forest Nightingale, right? But I think the reason they're very excited about her, because it adds credence to this idea that history has been whitewashed by the evil white male patriarchy, which doesn't exist. So that all ties together. It does indeed tie together. They come to Liverpool in advance of Third World War that the Doctor and Yaz have to prevent. Well, God help us then. If Yaz and the Doctor have to prevent it, let me remind you, Yaz and the Doctor was the same brain trust, the same dynamic duo that that destroyed all of human life in the universe by giving the Siberium to the Lone Side Men when they were told, don't do that under any circumstances. Okay, so that's to come to prevent war with secret nuclear warheads underneath the city, particularly beneath a building site that Dan works on. No, this is this guy's fan fiction, I think. These warheads were put in place after the Dalek attack in Revolution. Sontarans will be more menacing and aggressive than the Moffat comedic angle. I don't think they're so comedic. I think Strax was played for comedy, but generally speaking, they're not that comedic. But yeah, listen, I like the new design. The new Sontaran design, really good. Their costume really good. Unit will be reintroduced in this story. However, they will have a more antagonistic edge and heavily implied they're under control of the Tory government, similar to the one we have at the moment. Guessing that'll make a lot of the usual suspects very angry. Whatever. It's like, it doesn't matter anymore, right? For me, it doesn't matter. The damage is already done. Middleton Potter will be a Weeping Angel story. Yeah, we've all seen the leaked photos. Well, not leaked, the location photos. Don't know much about this one either, other than it's very heavily inspired by Chibnall's work on Broadchurch. It'll focus on a father or some sort of relative of Dan who has lost his entire family and has to decipher where they are in time, where in time they've been sent, avoiding the angels himself. This sounds a bit too clever. I doubt it. Again, I think this is this guy's fan fiction. I don't know much about the single part stories other than one will focus on a historical figure akin to Nikolai Tesla Rosa Parks. So again, in this guy's version of reality, it'll be there'll be the Mary Seeker story, and that one is an Earth invasion story or a new monster. The one seen on set in Liverpool. I don't think I've seen that. The Earth invasion story will include Unit once again. As far as I know, Kate Stewart and Osgood are neither in neither of the Unit stories, but Chibnall is planning on picking up their stories again further down the line. Yeah, if you believe it. Yeah, I really think we're coming to a hard stop of the Chibnall era. Because I think again that rumor sounded more credible than this rumor. Nobody really knows. Fine, let's keep going. Yaz feels an inclination to reform Unit from the inside and joins them at the end of the series, so she can potentially return later. The Zygons do not return a series, but filming photos of the Zygon logo is a reference to the Unit stories of the Capaldi era, whatever. Or maybe it was just what they had on file, right? The finale is a two-part story set on a new planet, not Khan, as other rumors suggested, where I don't think it's Khan, where Rassilon, I don't think Rassilon's there, now played by an older film or actress. If they bring Rassilon back, that makes sense, unless he's a villain, has been living since the Master's attack on Gallifrey. Sasha Dewan's Master comes to the Doctor vulnerable and afraid and asks her help to track down Rassilon as he has suspicions they are proved correct. In the end of the series, he is actually the Timeless Child. No, I don't think they're touching that. I think that's going to stay where it is, and that somehow the memory has been tampered with. The final story we'll call back to the Five Doctors, with the Doctor, the Master, Yaz, and Dan battling through a defended planet built by Rassilon to learn the truth. That does sound credible, though, doesn't it? That does sound credible. Yeah, who knows? Listen, mate, this might be the gospel truth, right? This might be the gospel truth. For 14, Chibnall is looking for a male, personal color actor with an alien and potentially more standoffish personality. First choice currently is Patterson Joseph. Well, would have been good a few years ago. I really wanted him. He was heavily rumoured instead of Matt Smith. Then Matt Smith came along, and I think Matt Smith was fantastic. Season 14 airs late 2022. 8 episodes again. The 14th Doctor, Dan, female companion, or just 14 and a female companion. Story up. There won't be Dan. Leave me alone. Story up will follow the Doctor trying to locate the Master. Doesn't it sound like fan fiction? It does. The finale will will be set on a mysterious planet of the origin of the timeless child. Now I'm sure this is bullcrap. I'm completely sure this is nonsense because the other rumor, the one I read the other day, said that that Chibnall does not want to answer the question of what's beyond the boundary. And that makes sense. There was a lot of corporate bullcrap in that, double speak. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. End with a massive cliffhanger. I've heard the Valiant is played by Joe Martin to lead the sequel. No! Fan wankery! Total fan. It wouldn't be funny if this is all real. Fan wankery. Season 15, late 2023. 4 90-minute episodes ending in the 60th anniversary special. Chibnall wants a Dalek story, Cyberman story, Mars story, and a 60th conclusion of the Timeless Child epic. He's total fan wankery now. Each is going to be a tentpole story with the return of the modern Doctor, Tennant, Smith, Capaldi, Walker, Whitaker in each. Oh, really? So they wouldn't have Whitaker in 3 of them? You're getting me excited there. You're getting me excited. Chibnall is very personally fond of X-Men, but doesn't expect his involvement at all. The idea is to generate an incredible amount of viewers for each story, for each feature-length story, with a very unique tones for each, easily sellable. It's nothing. Oh, not anymore. Doctor Who is not easily sellable, as can be gleaned by the sales figures on the merchandise. Chibnall's planning to go out on a high will include the Timeless Child story and then leave. That I believe, but it's going to be in the end of next season is what I think. Current favourite months of BBC execs to replace him are Gatiss, and these are very, very early days, but currently we're currently trying to push him and Moffat towards a series 5 and 6 of Sherlock, so he might not have time. Yeah, I don't. Series 5 and 6 of Sherlock, don't hold your breath. Benedict Cumberbatch and whatever his name is, Bilbo Baggins, the guy from The Office, whoever his name is, Martin. Oh, I didn't know his name. And it went. They're too busy. They're not doing more Sherlock. They might do Sherlock movies, but I don't see them doing TV shows. But then again, I might be wrong about everything. All this might be the gospel truth, right? Every word of this might come true. I doubt it. But there you go. So Yaz is so stunning and brave that she's going to resurrect UNIT, and Chibnall will say, that was always my plan. That's the only bit of this bit of rumours that I found credible in any way, shape or form. I can see that happening, but I don't put any money in any of this stuff. And listen, I want to remind you, if ever I bet on something, you could be guaranteed it's a 3-legged nag that will die before it gets around the track. So maybe you do want to put your money on this. I don't know. My name's Vila Beck, and you Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell, so you are notified when new videos drop.